Every brushstroke rewires the brain, the hidden power of painting. At first glance, painting appears to be a simple act. A brush touches a canvas. Color spreads across a surface. An image slowly emerges from a blank space. Yet beneath this seemingly ordinary process, something extraordinary is taking place. Every brushstroke is changing the brain. Modern neuroscience has revealed that the human brain is not a fixed structure. It is constantly adapting, learning, and reorganizing itself in response to experience. This remarkable ability, known as neuroplasticity, allows the brain to form new neural pathways throughout life. Painting is one of the activities that actively engages this process. Each time an artist observes a subject, chooses a color, adjusts a composition, or moves a brush, millions of neurons communicate with one another. Visual networks process light and form. Motor systems coordinate movement. Memory systems recall previous experiences. Emotional centers contribute feeling and meaning. What makes painting unique is that all of these systems work together simultaneously. The brain thrives on this kind of integrated activity. When multiple regions communicate regularly, the connections between them become stronger. Over time, these strengthened pathways improve not only artistic ability, but also attention, emotional regulation, problem-solving, and cognitive flexibility. In essence, painting becomes a form of mental training. Consider what happens when an artist studies a landscape. The eye learns to recognize subtle variations in color and light. The brain begins noticing details that were previously ignored. Shadows become more complex. Shapes become more precise. Relationships between objects become clearer. This heightened observation is not limited to the canvas. It gradually changes how the brain interprets the world itself. The artist begins to see more. Painting also strengthens concentration. In a culture filled with interruptions and distractions, sustained attention has become increasingly rare. Yet every painting session requires focus. The mind must remain engaged with a single evolving task for extended periods. Each return of attention to the canvas reinforces neural circuits associated with concentration. Over time, focus becomes easier. Painting also plays an important role in emotional processing. Feelings that may be difficult to express verbally can be transformed into visual form. Color, texture, and composition become tools for communication. Emotions are no longer trapped internally. They become part of a creative dialogue. This process helps regulate emotional intensity and promotes psychological balance. Neuroscientists have observed that creative activities can reduce stress-related brain activity while increasing activation in regions associated with reward, motivation, and positive engagement. As a result, painting often produces a sense of calm satisfaction that extends beyond the act itself. There is another hidden benefit. Painting teaches the brain how to learn. Every canvas contains uncertainty. A composition may not work as expected. A color choice may need adjustment. A mistake may require a new solution. These challenges encourage adaptability, one of the most valuable functions of a healthy brain. Instead of fearing mistakes, the artist learns to work with them. This develops resilience. The brain begins to understand that growth often comes through experimentation rather than perfection. Over months and years, these changes accumulate. Attention becomes stronger. Observation becomes sharper. Emotional expression becomes easier. Problem-solving becomes more flexible. The transformation is gradual, often invisible from day to day. Yet with every sketch, every study, every painting, the brain is quietly becoming more capable. This is the hidden power of painting. A canvas is never just a canvas. A brushstroke is never just a brushstroke. Each movement is a signal to the brain to observe more deeply, think more creatively, feel more honestly, and adapt more effectively. And with every brushstroke, the mind is not only creating art, it is creating itself.